This is getting really bad because like I'm at the point where like I don't even like I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to have to do anything to make a dollar. I don't want to.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. So this video is a video that got me thinking and also broke my heart, and I need you guys to watch this video to the end. It's very important we have this conversation. Okay, so the first video you saw at the intro was a video of a sister talking about how she does not want to do this anymore. She feels like she can't even work anymore, like she does not want to do anything to earn money, literally. And these are speaking back to a lot of things. There's this video I saw. I need you guys to see this video, and then
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
I just find it so terrible that at the young age of 23, I'm ready to check out. Like, I don't want to do anything at all. I don't want to work because my money's not mine. I don't want to go to school because I feel like I'm getting a degree for somebody else. Like, I don't want to do anything. And I feel like that's so sad.
Having my regular meltdown and realizing I'm never going to escape capitalism. And I'm just going to be a cog in the machine of productivity for my whole life. So,
you know that numb feeling that you have now? Like that sense of ambivalence? Like you're kind of just going through the motions?
And pretending like this is just life. I was at work today and I said, I can't believe that our parents and our grandparents and everybody else before them worked
and go to
every
work
day of their fucking life
for the rest of our lives.
Same fucking monotonous,
5 days
boring
a
ass
week.
shit. 40 plus hours a
2
week
weeks of
just to
vacation.
retire at the ripe age of what, 60, 65, 70, where they literally can't enjoy the money that they have made.
Quitting and that this generation doesn't want to work. The reality is many of us that are in my age or a little older, a little younger, are working jobs that do not care about us as people. And I'm going to say that again because I think that's a very, very important distinction that a lot of people are forgetting. I am not going to fucking kill myself over a job that doesn't care about me as a human being. I am not going to put in a 60-hour work week and pull myself up by my bootstraps for a job that does not care about me as a person.
Pushed to their limit. Like, people are exhausted. If you work a regular job, even if you don't work a regular job, the constant stress, having to worry about how to make ends meet.
Y'all, I've had a series of fucking panic attacks at fucking work today. Like, we are not supposed to live like this, y'all.
I go to work so that I can afford my house and my car, and I have to have my car so I can go to work, and we all live so isolated from each other. So instead of like sharing resources, like sharing a car so you can get to work, so that everybody doesn't have to have their own fucking car that drives to the same place every day and then sits in a parking lot all day.
We do not want to spend any more of our time selling stuff to people. We want to spend our time on something that feels good for the collective. I want to help people.
What's wrong with capitalism? The first question. Well, on one level, and this may strike you as a bit contradictory, nothing's wrong with it. And what do I mean? I mean that it's working the way it always has. It is pursuing profits. The people who own and operate the businesses of the United States, the factories, the offices, the stores, are looking to make a buck. They're doing business the way they always have.
so yes, so that's the video. I saw that video and I was like almost in tears. Like, this is the reality we live in. I have a lot to say about it, but this got a lot of people talking. Let's go hear what they have to say, and then I'll come back and give my opinion.
This is getting really bad because like I'm at the point where like I don't even like I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to have to do anything to make a dollar. I don't want to. Like, I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
So somebody who graduated over a year ago and is unemployed and thought that, hey, he worked at a really good company, he did digital marketing, he's been doing it on his own for a really long time, and I thought I was set in the box in the bag. And that wasn't the fuck it at all. And when I came home, it was just this whole thing with like, you just got to find something, you got to just do anything, whatever. And when I started to realize that was all really control, that was all, hey, you didn't actually ask the question and beg to think different and actually leave your job and go after something different. You decided to stay there. And I'm realizing that is not for me. And so you can't ridicule me because I'm doing something different. Now, I understand you may not get it, but at the end of the day, I'm not stopping what I have going on inside of me and what I'm putting out in the world because it doesn't seem right to you. Don't let them people who got caught up in that matrix stop you from doing what you're doing. Keep going.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
Feel free to watch the rest of the video, but I've never related to anything this much in my life. I had my first internship when I was in South Africa. I had graduated from university and I was working for an events company. I worked there for about a year and they weren't really saying anything about my contract at the time. So I went in and talked to them about it and asked them, to which they told me, no, we're going to be renewing your contract. And, you know, they told me a list of things that they didn't really particularly like about me at the job, which is fine. Constructive criticism. We grow. But then, you know, they kind of used that as the basis to kind of not pay me what I deserved. And then they went on and said, we'll give you a 2% raise. 2% raise. You don't understand how insulted I was. On top of that, I had to use my own car for the job. When my brake pads ran out or anything like that, there was no coverage, no support from the company. I had to ask my mom for money and all those things like that. Needless to say, it was the most humiliating experience of my life. I never realized you could work that hard and still not be, you know, naively, I guess, you know, compensated fairly for it. So, you know, long story short, I sent in my resignation letter literally the next weekend and I was out. No warning, nothing. I just left. And honestly, I wish I could say that was the last of my job worries, but it is not.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
So I'm getting ready for work and with the same unenthusiastic emptiness as I always do. And I see this video and it hit home because I remember having a conversation with my boyfriend just a couple of days ago about how empty I feel. I don't want to work. I don't want to go to school to get more debt. I don't want to go and push to get to higher positions. I have to. I need to. I feel like that, but I don't want to. And then it's just like, is this life? I just want to exist. I just want to experience and exist. That's what my soul came here for. Like, America is burnt the fuck out. We are burnt the fuck out and no one gives a fuck. Like, nobody cares. Like, so bad sometimes it causes problems with me and my boyfriend in our relationship. This really shouldn't be life.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
Capitalism is literally the embodiment of greed. And people like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk are the embodiment of it as well. The personification of it. To say a better word. Like, it is such an ugly thing, bro. Like, you have no need for any of the things you have. Like, no need. No human can spend $1 billion in their lifetime. Literally, you can't. Because nothing is that expensive. What's the point of it? Like, it just doesn't make sense, bro. It just doesn't make sense. And then you try to talk to older people and they don't get it. They're so brainwashed into believing that this shit works when it's been proven time and time again that it doesn't. Just because it works for 0.1% of the population doesn't mean that it actually works. Like, if there's more people in poverty than there's people living decent lives, it's telling you that it doesn't fucking work. Like, the proof is literally in your face and you choose to ignore it. Like, there's no reason why you're working 3 jobs just to be able to afford to pay rent and buy yourself food because you can't even take a vacation. Like, that doesn't make fucking sense. You can't even afford to go out on a weekend sometimes. Like, does that seem like something logical for people to be like, yeah, no, that's completely fine. I don't see a problem with it. Like, bro, I really stopped trying to bring it up to people older than me, because it seems like they're so stuck in that, you gotta work and pull yourself by your bootstrap shit, that they don't see how problematic that shit actually is. Like, in my opinion, they're completely brainwashed, and there's no coming back from it. So there's just no point on trying to show them or talk to them or educate them on it. You know the saying that you can teach an old dog new tricks, even though it is kind of a lie, but it definitely holds true for humans. It holds true for us. Maybe not dogs, but definitely us.
I find it so terrible that at the young age of 23, I'm ready to check out. Like,
y'all, I think this may be the saddest video I've seen on TikTok to date, and it's just so many people expressing the same thing, how we work so hard, but we don't have the money that shows that we work so hard. Like, we get paid so little to do so much. The lady who created this video at the very end of this, she said that it's scary because most people rely on a steady paycheck, but in today's society, you literally have to create your own lane. Like, you cannot be dependent upon somebody else to be responsible for your livelihood. And so I see a lot of stuff here on TikTok. I see people sitting down eating. I see people doing ASMR. I see people doing a lot of things that may not capture my interest, but baby, do it, because working is not it.
Anything to make money. I don't want to
just find it so terrible that
This video is a depiction of what living in a capitalistic world looks like. Capitalism has crushed us so much that we are burned out at the age of 20. But that's how capitalism is designed. It's designed to keep the rich rich and the poor poor. It's designed to give you just enough to survive, but not enough to thrive. It's designed to create generational poverty and generational wealth. It's gotten so bad that the more that we live in a capitalistic world, the more that we see how little it actually benefits most people. Most Gen Z and most millennials that I know no longer want to be part of this capitalistic world. We are finally opening our eyes to see that living this quality of lifestyle that is working and hustling every single day is not only draining but unsustainable. And more importantly, we're not living. We're only surviving. The thing that we really have to think about is, why would the world create a system that keeps people poor, that keeps people in debt, that keeps people enslaved to a 9-to-5, that keeps people relying on a paycheck? Probably the same reason why they want to control women's autonomy. Because the less money that you make, the less likely you are to go to school, the more likely you are to reproduce, creating an endless supply of workers that feeds capitalism. And because we are so limited to money and we lack so much, we are more easy to control. It's all a mind game, and it's ultimately to fuck us over.
I don't want to do anything to make money. I don't want to.
This capitalist society is turning everybody into machines. Y'all are literally ruining your own mental health just to get some bucks. Look, y'all need to face the fact that you can't, when you die, you literally cannot take your money anywhere. What the fuck does it matter? Y'all are putting too much emotional support behind the money that you try and get, or the money that you want to get, or the life that you want to live. Y'all are putting too much emotional support behind that. And it's fucking everything up. People are getting more depressed. People don't want to work anymore. And here's why I say that a lot of these issues stand to be because of communication. Is because a lot of these people aren't communicating with you or giving you the informational tools that you need to literally get yourself out of having to be in that mindset in the first place. A lot of the information that people research or want to look up is paywalled, or they would have to go for a course for it. Most people don't know how to properly search up shit on Google or YouTube. It's the same way with trying to use ChatGPT and you don't understand how to properly prompt a question. We're just having less knowledgeable people being able to properly find out how to get the information that they deserve. And then a lot of the people are just telling it in loose ends. Like, it doesn't help anything. I'm sorry, but iron literally sharpens iron. In order for people to improve, you have to talk about it. You have to get people into the process. You have to tell people sometimes a step by step, because not every single person understands how to learn the same exact way everybody else does. And that up a lot of things. Also saying is that we shouldn't have to rely on AI in order to finally get the answers that we as humans should be able to give to each other as humans. You feel me? Not everything needs to be a paywall in order to get to where you need to go. Best way you could get rich, have a mentor who's a millionaire. After that, have a mentor who's a billionaire. Find people who will genuinely help pursue your interest. Find things that suit you. Find things that are better for you, because a lot of these people are not going to put you in your interest. They're just going to put you in a box. They're going to put you in these minimum wage jobs. You're going to be put in a position where you're not going to be happy. And yeah, and to some extent, if you're lucky and you make a lot of money, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to be tired. You're not going to want to do. You want to break out of this capitalist trap. You want to get out of this freaking endless loop that you feel like you're putting yourself in. You're putting yourself through endless stress. You're putting yourself through endless anxiety. Transfer that into your own business. Make your own business. Do your own type of work. Be the own boss that you want to be. Literally delve into your own time. Have your own type of ownership. The second that you start getting into that, you're going to spend a lot more time on it, but you're also going to do shit that you genuinely enjoy. Common sense will tell you that. If you pursue your own interest, you're going to get your own benefits out of it. It doesn't matter if you reach your millions or billions or whatever. It just matters that you're going to put forth the effort. You have to start somewhere. That's it.
So please feel free to share your own thought down in the comment section, because that's what we do here. We have conversations. So feel free, share your opinion down in the comment section. But please, please, please do it respectfully. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. So let's be respectful down in the comment section. So clearly, we've seen how capitalism is working in the society. And I'll say it's not just in the US, even here in Africa to a large extent. But maybe not as bad, but it still works that way, where the rich is getting richer while the poor is getting poor. And then you see the poor people work so hard and still can't make ends meet. When will this end? Because we've been sold a lot of things. There's a whole lot of expectation. And now it just clearly seems like the harder you work, the less you earn. The people that does the bare minimum are the ones making all the money, doing less than nothing, but they are the one making all the money. And I feel like this old capitalism just keep running in cycle, and that is how they want Africa, and Africa is heading to that way, where there's a group of people that are just going to own the money, while the other group are just going to work themselves out just to put food on the table. And it's so sad. Let me know down in the comment section, what do you think we can do to break this cycle of capitalism that has gone for so long, that's eaten to the entire society worldwide. Please let me know your thoughts and suggestions you think we can break from this chain, because how long do we keep doing this, where we keep putting so much work into our work, and yet at the end of the year you look back and you're like, what did I work for? And I understand what the sister is saying, and every other person that stitched this video was saying, that sometimes you don't want to even do anything, you don't want to work because you're exhausted and you're not even seeing the fruit of your labor. Anyway, guys, please go ahead and share your thought down in the comment section, because that's what we do here. We have conversations. So go ahead, share your thought down in the comment section, and I want to know your suggestion on how we can beat this system. And please share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because like I said, that's what we do here. We have conversations. So go ahead and share this video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, because that helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.